Good day everyone. Today I will be presenting about talent development in the modern workplace. So in the 21st century, talent development has become a key strategy for organizational success. So in the past, human resource mainly focus on administrative tasks. So however, today organizations see employee development as a long-term investment. So this investment help improve innovation, competitiveness and productivity. So the workplace has also changed due to rapid technology, globalization and evolving workforce expectation. Because of this, these companies must continuously update their talent development strategies to stay relevant. So leading companies like Apple, Intel, Adobe show that employee growth is essential for success. They focus on continuous learning, creativity, adaptability, and empowering employees to make decisions and become future leaders. For human resource professionals, understanding talent development is very important. It helps solve current challenges, create effective strategies, and support overall organizational growth. Thank you.
A very good day to sir. My name is Kaliselvan Pusparajan. My matrix number is MC-021-29825. Today I would like to present about what is employee relation or called as ER. Employee relation or ER refer to how employees and management interact with each other in the workplace. It is not just about avoiding conflict, but about building a positive relationship where employees feel heard and respected, and managers communication clearly and fairly. Problems are resolved quickly and professionally. When ER is strong, employees are more motivated, productivity increase, workplace conflict are reduced. In case when ER is weak, miscommunications happen, employees feel unhappy. Last but not least, turnover means employees leaving increase. For real life example is about I just bring up a real life example for like companies like Telecom Malaysia actively invest in employee engagement program to strengthen employees relations. For example, the initiative they bring up to the employees is about employee engagement surveys to understand staff concerns, internal communication programs or platform for feedback, wellness and mental health programs. Last but not least, training sessions for managers on handling employees' issues. By improving communication and listening to employees, Telecom Malaysia build trust and reduce workplace conflict by resulting in a better performance and stronger employees' loyalty. So, employees' relation is about creating a healthy relationship between employees and management to a good communication, trust and support. Now I would like to present about comparison of work values between baby boomers versus Generation Z. Work values refer to what employees prioritize to their jobs. Baby boomers tend to value loyalty and stability. They are more likely to stay in one company for many years and build a long-term career. For them, job security and steady income are very important. In contrast, Gen Z values flexibility and purpose. They prefer jobs that allow them to balance work and personal life. They are also more interested in meaningful work that align with their values, not just salary. These differences explain why boomers stay longer in one company. Gen Z is more likely to switch their jobs if their expectations are not met. For example, government sector by baby boomers. Many baby boomers prefer working in public sector such as ministries or government-linked organizations. Their jobs offer high job security, stable income and pension benefits. So boomers prioritize stability and long-term security. For private and tech sector, most probably liked by Generation Z. Employees and companies like Grab attract younger employees such as Generation Z. Why Gen Z prefer Grab? It's a flexible working arrangement by hybrid, remote work. So innovative and fast-paced environments, opportunities to work on meaningful digital solutions. Last but not least, focus on employee experiment and culture. So Gen Z is attracted to flexibility, innovation, and purpose-driven work. Baby boomers value stability and long-term careers, which is why many prefer government jobs. In contrast, Gen Z prefers flexibility and meaningful work, so they are attracted to companies like Grab that offer modern work environments. Now, I would like to present about work expectation between baby boomers versus Generation Z. Work expectations refer to how employees view their career progress. Baby boomers believe in climbing the corporate ladder slowly. They are willing to spend many years gaining experience before being promoted. For them, promotion is based on loyalty, seniority, and time spent in the company. On the hand of Generation Z, expect faster career progression. For they are want to recognized quickly for their skills and performance. If they feel stuck or not progressing, they are more likely to leave their company. So these differences create challenges because boomers may see Gen Z are impatient, Gen Z may see boomers are too slow or traditional. For example, traditional companies that boomers' expectations are in many established nations company like Tenaga Nasional Berhad, their promotions based on years of service, experience, and internal hierarchy. Employees may wait 5 to 10 years for promotions. Next is about startup and modern companies such that Gen Z expectations. In fast-growing companies like Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok Shop, employees may get promoted within 1 and 2 years. They move roles quickly based on performance. So Gen Z expects faster recognitions and career movement. When Gen Z employees join traditional organizations with slow promotion system, they feel frustrated and leading to high turnover rates. Baby boomers are willing to wait many years for promotions, while Gen Z expect faster career growth. For example, in traditional companies, promotion may take up to 10 years, but companies like Shopee, Lazada, and TikTok Shop, Gen Z employees may be promoted within 1 and 2 years. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Poovan here. For my part of presentation, I'll be breaking down the specific differences between these two generations, starting with communication styles. As you can see on the slide, baby boomers and Gen Z approach workplace communication from completely different angles. Boomers generally prefer more formal, structured approach. If there is an important issue, they value a face-to-face meeting or a direct phone call, and they appreciate professional and well-crafted emails. Gen Z, on the other hand, are digital natives. They want communication to be fast, fluid, digital first. They lean heavily on platforms like Teams or Slack to get done quickly. They also crave authenticity and immediate real-time feedback rather than waiting for formal review. The difference in style is one of the biggest initial hurdles HR has to manage when blending these two teams together. Moving on how these groups view leadership, we see another major contrast in their attitudes toward management. Baby boomers largely respect traditional hierarchies. They are comfortable with clear chain of command and believe that respect and authority are earned over time by paying your dues and climbing the corporate ladder. Gen Z approaches leadership looking for a coach, not a boss. We prefer flat organizational structures where management is approachable and collaborative. They don't just want to be told what to do, want to know why behind the task. Furthermore, Gen Z expects to have a seat at the table and share their ideas from day one, which can sometimes clash with more traditional top-down management style that older generations are used to. So, what does this mean for the organization? The biggest implication for HR policies is that all one size fits all approach simply doesn't work anymore. If an organization tries to force Gen Z into rigid, traditional structures, they will lose talent. If they abandon all structure, they risk alienating their highly experienced baby boomers. As highlighted in Goal 1, HR needs to design flexible policies. This means offering hybrid work options and flexible hours to satisfy Gen Z while still maintaining clear expectations and the job security that boomers rely on. Looking at Goal 2, HR must also rethink engagement. Instead of just offering traditional yearly bonus or tenure-based promotion, companies need to provide continuous learning opportunities, immediate recognition, and clear, rapid career mapping to keep the younger workforce motivated.
A very good evening to my lecturer and also my fellow friends. Okay, today I'll be talking about impact on employee engagement. Okay, employee engagement strategies must evolve to meet different expectations. So for baby boomers and also Gen Z, there are a lot of different differentiation. So first, let's we look into baby boomers. Baby boomers are typically engaged through job security and stability, recognition of loyalty and long-term service, structured career paths. Okay, when we look into Gen Z, on the other hand, is motivated by first one, career growth and skill development. Second, meaningful work and purpose. Third, flexibility, remote work, work-life balance, and also fourth, frequent feedback and digital communication. Okay. So if the organization cannot use a one-size-fits-all approach, they must personalize engagement strategies, offer both stability for boomers and also flexibility for Gen Z, and implementation continuous feedback system instead of annual. Okay, let's be look into the workplace conflicts. Okay, so when we look into the workplace conflicts, there are different communication styles and values can lead to workplace misunderstandings. Okay, let's we look into the first, the baby boomers. Baby boomers prefer formal face-to-face discussion, respect hierarchy and authority, and also may view Gen Z as impatient and less committed. So when we look to Gen Z, they prefer quick digital communication, example like messaging apps, WhatsApp, Facebook, Insta, TikTok, values openness and equality, may see the baby boomers as rigid or resistant to change. So, in order, if they want the baby boomers and also the Gen Z to work together without any conflicts, so the organization need to train management in multi-generation conflict management, encourage open communication channels, promote mutual understanding and respect, and finally use both traditional and digital communication platforms. Okay, let's look to workplace culture. Generational differences shape the overall work environment. So the baby boomers contribute experience and institutional knowledge, strong work ethics and discipline, respect for organizational structure. So when we look into Gen Z, they contribute innovation and tech savviness, diversity and inclusion awareness, adaptability, and a fresh perspectiveness. Okay, and then let's look into implementation. If organization must build a hybrid culture that balances structure with flexibility, encourages collaboration across generation, and promotes inclusivity and knowledge sharing, like it could be a mentoring program. Okay, and let's look into another part, so which is a management and leadership approach. So leaders must adapt their style to both to manage both the generation effectively. So as an implementation, shift from command and control, coaching and mentoring. So it's by doing this, it will provide clear direction for boomers and also empower and autonomy. It's for Gen Z and use technical driven HR practices like apps, digital platforms. So in summary, digital differences are not a problem. They are opportunity. If you manage well, organization can increase engagement, reduce conflicts, build a dynamic and also inclusive workplace. But success depends on how well organizations adapt their employee relation strategy to meet the needs of both baby boomers and also Gen Z. Thank you.
Okay, now moving on the first recommendation, which is flexible work. Flexible work arrangements such as remote work or flexible working hours can support talent development by giving employees better work balance. When employees feel less stress, they are more motivated to willing to learn new skills. And it allows employees to work in environments where they feel most productive, which can improve performance and creativity. In addition, flexible work helps organizations attract and talented employees, especially in today's modern workforce where flexibility is highly valued. So overall, by providing flexible work options, organization can create a supportive environment that encourages continuous growth and development. So next, the second recommendation is reverse mentoring. Reverse mentoring is when younger or less experienced employees share their knowledge with senior employees. So this is especially useful in areas like technology, digital skills, and new trends. So this approach encourages two-way learning where both senior and junior employees benefit from each other's knowledge and experience. It also helps improve communication, collaboration, and understanding between different generations in the workplace. By implementing reverse mentoring, organizations can build a more inclusive and innovative culture while continuously developing their employee skills.
Hi, my name is Durga and I will be presenting the third recommendation, which is communication strategy. Baby boomers typically prefer format structured communication like emails, official memos, and in-person meetings. Gen Z thrives on digital-first communication with platforms like Slack, Teams, and instant messaging. The key is to implement a multi-channel approach. Organizations should maintain formal communication channels while also embracing digital tools. This ensures that every employee, regardless of generation, receive information in their preferred format. Additionally, organizations should hold regular town halls and feedback sessions in a hybrid format, allowing both in-person and virtual participation. So clear communication guidelines should be established so everyone understands when to use which channel and what to expect. The fourth recommendation is to implement a continuous feedback culture. Traditionally, organizations relied on annual performance reviews, where it's a practice that baby boomers are familiar with. However, Gen Z expects more frequent, real-time feedback and recognition. Rather than waiting a full year for feedback, organizations should implement regular check-ins monthly or quarterly where managers and employees discuss performance, progress, and development goals. This will benefit both generations, where baby boomers appreciate the structured dialogue and clear expectation, while Gen Z gets the immediate feedback and growth opportunities they crave. Feedback should be two-way, allowing employees to share their perspective and concern as well. This will help identify and address issues before they become major problems. In conclusion, the difference between baby boomers and Gen Z in terms of employee relations are not obstacles, they are opportunities. When organizations understand and respect the diverse perspective, values, and communication styles of different generations, they create a more inclusive and dynamic workplace. By implementing this strategy we have discussed today, which is flexible work arrangements, reverse mentoring, multi-channel communication, and continuous feedback, organization can bridge the generational gap and foster strong employee relation across all age groups. The organization that successfully navigate this generational difference will have more engaged employees, lower turnover, better collaboration, and stronger workplace culture. So that's all from us. Thank you, sir.